Well, a warm welcome back to Changzhou. We're at the Olympic Sports Centre Gymnasium, and a very good crowd's been enjoying semi-final day. We've got one more match to go. Here's what we've seen so far. It's going to be a good final tomorrow, isn't it? Carolina Marin versus Tai Tzu Ying. But we're going to concentrate next on the women's doubles, which brings together the number 4 seeds, Chen and JIA, up against the unseeded and relatively new pairing from Korea of Chang and Kim. Let's just show you how the women's doubles draw has panned out. So we lost the number 1 seeds. Fukushima and Hirota will play Matsutomo and Takahashi in the all-Japanese semi-final. That's this evening, along with both the men's singles semi-finals. But we're going to concentrate on that top semi-final. And I was saying, Morten, that it's a fairly new partnership, although, of course, both Chang and Kim have had success with other partners in the past.
Absolutely, especially Chang Yina is a very, very strong player. She and actually Song Ji-hyun are the only 2 players from Korea who won gold at the Yuba Cup in 2010, and then won gold in the Sudirman Cup in 2017. Those 2 players were part of the team in 10 and 17. On top of that, Chang Yina have won the All England in 2017 with Lee So-hee, won China Open in 16, also with Lee So-hee, and got a silver at the World Championship in 2013. She's been as high as number 2 on the world ranking. And at the moment, Chang Yina and Yong Hyung-yeon is presently number 12 on the world ranking in another partnership. So it just shows that they are very versatile in Korea, where they're splitting up partnerships and you know, combining them in different ways. So about Kim, she is at the moment number 27 with Baek Hana on the world ranking. She has been as high as number 11 on the world ranking. And she was runners-up in 2017 in China Open the following year with Lee So-hee. So it just shows how they are mixing and matching it.
Well, as you can see, the players are on their way out. The lights flashing away inside the arena here. Just the 1 court, of course, now being used. And here come the home players, who will of course have the benefit of local support. Officials out on court, as you can see. Just 1 previous meeting, won by Chang Kim.
Red. Side. Serve, receive. Who serve? Yes, sir. Who receives?
Let's give you a little bit of info then on these players. We will need to turn the lights on before they start knocking up, I would imagine. Quite hard to see otherwise.
Yeah, I think we have a problem somehow on the lights.
There's Chang Yina, who's 29 years of age now. I wouldn't put any store on that 53 ranking for the reason that reasons that Morten was outlining to you. As you said, she played with Kim So-young and Lee So-hee with great success, and Hai Won And we have some light. Always a bonus. Kim Hye-rin was actually runner-up. They were runner-up in the Canadian Open, which is only a Super 100 event, but I guess to try and start gelling together as a pair. That was this year, and Kim was runner-up in this event with Lee So-hee in 2017. Actually lost to today's opponents in 3 games. Here's how they've progressed to this semi-final. Tough quarter-final against the Koreans, Kim and Kong.
Yeah, but they
up to that
beat
point.
the world champions in round number 2.
So they did.
Yes. Now that was an awesome win.
There's Chen. Ranked 4. That high rank of 1 was a year or so ago. World champions in 2017. Actually, Chen also won a silver in the mixed doubles that year. And Ji Fan, her partner, all England champions this year. They also won the Malaysian Open. They're the reigning Asia Games champions. She's just 22, so there's plenty more to come from this. Both of them 22, so plenty more to come. That's how they have reached this semi, and well, pretty comfortable would be the obvious conclusion there.
Yeah, you mentioned they've been number 1 on the world ranking. They stayed number 1 on the world ranking for 37 weeks, and last time was the 2nd of August, 2018.
Now, Cody Leach is the chair umpire. He has a habit of docking points if the servers or receivers aren't doing it quickly enough for his liking, but he is very consistent. And Satyawaan Mahadu from Mauritius is the service judge. I actually like that, Morten. I mean, I think at least the players know where they stand then, and there's no inconsistency with it.
No, he, excuse me, I think he's doing a good job on that, because some players are really taking a long time in their preparation for the serve, and the receiver is standing there and is ready for too long, and that's a disadvantage.
Yeah.
So of course some of the players are holding the serve for as long as they can, but I think the umpire here is doing a very good job in intercepting.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Chang, Vietnam, Kim, Hye-rin, Korea. And on my left, Chen, Chen, JIA, Yifan, China. Chang, Vietnam, serve to JIA, Yifan, love all, play.
You'll have noticed that Chang Yi-na is the left-handed member of the Korean partnership.
One, love.
And by far the most experienced one of the 2 players.
Two, love.
Looked to be slightly off balance when she hit that, Chang.
Yeah, she got a little bit caught by the flick serve there by Chen, and it was a good flick serve. And one of the things that I don't understand that much is that, especially in the women's doubles, that the flick services are not used more. A very good start here by Chen.
So a lot of it in the the first mixed doubles this morning with Wang and Huang against the Thai pair. They were using it. They were using it religiously, and it worked pretty well for them.
Because players are so good attacking the low serve, and especially now with the new rules of service, you know, you got to hit below 115.
Yeah.
But that gives an option to play more flat attacking flick services. So it's a little bit better to flick serve.
Yeah, I think again, Cody Leach is right here.
No, you have to challenge. You can use challenge, but you have to challenge immediately.
They're not going to win the argument.
No.
He's going to stick to it.
You have to use it immediately. You have to challenge right away. You can't wait and then come up and then challenge. So let's play.
Well, he won't appreciate them going across to the.
No, but I think
the service judge has got a point here. He wants to say something.
Okay, you thought of it. Okay. Thanks, Edward. Okay. Chang, you're not challenged.
Okay, so what he's done, he's obviously said to the chair, I saw them challenge straight away, and he obviously missed it.
Yeah, and he accepted it.
Well, that's good. That's good that he can change his mind like that when he's presented with the evidence.
Correction. Out.
And you can see now why they were so
adamant.
Yes, so keen to get it challenged.
2-4. Play.
Not only we will have a contest in terms of badminton, we will also have a contest in terms of celebration.
I was going to say volume as well.
Yes.
I think also when you see and hear this kind of stuff, it does engage the crowd a lot too, especially when one of the pairs is a home pair, so to speak. It's good judgment from Chen.
6-4. Service over. 5.
See some women's doubles matches where there are lots and lots of long rallies. This doesn't strike me as being one of those. There's too much clever play going on. They're trying to find angles. It's very tactical.
It is, and good interception here by Kim at the net on the third shot. But I think you're right. Both pairs likes to play good aggressive badminton.
It's a great touch, Chen. It really was.
Seven, 6.
Good placement there from Chen on the forehand side of Xiang Yina.
8-6.
committed to her backhand defense. But it's easy to see that Chen, who's standing at the back, is very fired up. She is desperate to win this one. You can see her engagement.
It's a lovely piece of deception. Fooled everyone.
9.
Yeah, this is what JIA is capable of. She's got a great variety of shots.
So a handy lead at the interval, 11-6 it is to the JIA partnership.
뛰면서 볼을 뛰면서.
너무 안 올리고 하면 우리가 밀려. 올리고 정확하게 해주기.
Here we got Coach Kang from Korea. He's actually coaching the men's doubles in China now, which is a little bit of a sensation. It's the first time ever that China has actually employed an outside coach.
11-6.
They want to beef it up for the, of course, the Olympics in Tokyo. That's what it's all about. And he's a very, very renowned, good coach from Korea. And if I'm not mistaken, he was the All-England champion in 1997 in the men's doubles.
7-11.
Or a veritable font of knowledge.
It's purely from memory, so let's see.
So they need to play catch up here, the Koreans. 11-6 down at the interval, but I think we've seen enough from them, even in the first 10 minutes or so, to know that they do have the potential, if they play well, to cause the Chinese problems, although Chen and JIA are playing well so far.
12-7. Service over. 8-12.
It's a little bit of a catch-22 because for the Koreans, because they will benefit if they can put more pressure on JIA because she's physically perhaps the weakest of the two opponents. But on the other hand, she's the one who is able to apply the most pressure. So it's a little bit of a two-sided coin.
Might have got a carpet burn there, quite literally. She actually slid off the court and onto the blue carpet that's next to it. Just watch this. Well, she just about managed to stop before she got there, seeing it again. But it's just another, further evidence of the commitment of these players.
13-8.
As you can see, the smashes from Chen are a lot more flat, where when JIA is at the back, she plays with more variety, but she also able to play steeper smashes, not only placing them up in the chest height, but also down in the feet.
See the frustration on Chen's face when she netted that.
Ten, 13. Chang.
Good return of serve by Chen. Just out of reach for Kim.
14, 10.
It was a good response from Chang Yi-na. She managed to get that
11,
defensive shot back.
14.
It was not with the best of quality, but just enough to get the mistake there from Chen, who, by the way, was voted the best female player of the year in 2017. That's 2 years ago. She was only 20 years old when she was voted best female player of the year.
Well, yeah, because she was voted most promising, wasn't she, the year before? So she went from most promising to best in 12 months, which is pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Well, it proves that the most promising award was very well deserved.
Absolutely.
Meanwhile, the Koreans closing the gap here.
12, 14.
It's an interesting thought that the Korean pair is number 53 on the world ranking, and only the best 32 pairs get into the tournament, which means that they have been quite lucky actually to get into the tournament. A lot of pairs have not entered this tournament, which gave the number 53 an opportunity. That would never happen, for instance, let's say in men's singles, women's singles, and so on. So it's an interesting thought. They are in the semi-final.
Well, they're going to challenge this, the Chinese pair. It's called in. They kind of almost both put their hands up. It's like a choreographed routine there, so yeah. Good challenge.
Correction, out.
When you see that two hands go up at once without even looking at each other, that generally is a good indication they've got a case.
No hesitation.
That would be big relief as well for Chen, who's made 2 or 3 errors in the last 4 or 5 points, so they got their 2-point lead back. It's Ji fan serving.
Oh, that's a good flick serve.
Got what you asked for.
Yeah, wonderful flick serve there by JIA fan.
16-13.
Went for it again.
17-13.
Just shows how effective a good flick serve can be.
And now they've done it a couple of times, Koreans are kind of wary, thinking, is it going to come now? Is it going to? So
Yeah,
it just gets into your head.
Keeps them guessing.
Well, that was great defence from Chen in particular, and it paid off when they got the error.
18-13. Yes. Thirteen.
That excellent play from the back of the court from Chen gives the Chinese pair 7 game points.
Yeah, the Korean pair really have to try to find answers here. They are pushed into the defense most of the time,
20.
and they have to
Game
find
point,
answers, because
13.
if they stay defensive as now, they cannot win.
That'll do it, and pretty convincing, certainly towards the end of that game. 21 points to 13, first blood to the number 4 seeds.
不要老是给他探这个队员跑过来回过去，找着回过去，他越打越打越打越打。
进攻还是要把它连过去，这样上打保加利亚姐妹。
20 seconds, 20 seconds. Second game, love all, play. Play, ladies. Play.
Nice touch.
Good change of pace there by JIA,
1, love.
showing some of her variety at the net.
Love. Service over. 1, 2.
Good aggressive return of serve here by Kim. And this is one of the things that the Koreans have to do. They have to be more aggressive on their returns. But, of course, have to be aware of the flick serving. And here was the flick serve from Chang Yina. And just, once again, look at the reply, not strong enough, and that's giving a good counter-attacking opportunity. And that's what it's all about in doubles. Sometimes you have to give the initiative away to take it back.
Yeah.
2.
No shortage of press here, photographers, written journalists, TV cameras, of course, bringing you these pictures. That's really well played by Chang Kim.
3, all.
Probably count the mistakes that JIA Fan made in the first game on the fingers of, well, half a hand. That was uncharacteristic from her.
That was a lucky punch there by Kim. Just caught the net, tumbled over.
5, 3.
So we'll get another flick serve here.
Great to see so many youngsters here. No doubt would appreciate that. Really deft touch from Ji Fan.
5.
Way too good for Chang to retrieve.
Good play by Chen. That flick to the back there. A really unsettling Jia Fan. She was going the wrong way, and that changed the momentum of that rally. Well played by Chang Lina.
Six, 4.
Nicely intercepted by Jia Fan on the backhand side.
6.
But it was a good idea by the Koreans trying to put some pressure on their lift and really trying to put pressure into the deep corners.
Service over. 7, 5.
Who knew a shuttle was so strong?
What do you do to get out of the way? What you said yesterday, was it worthwhile a Western movie?
It wasn't quite as good as yesterday, but it's pretty convincing. Yeah.
I remember you said that yesterday. Got a smile on my
6,
face.
7. Change.
So after all of that, it's 6-7. It's almost like both pairs take it in turns to be in the ascendancy. And a couple of rallies where the Chinese pair look to be in charge, and then it changes round. They've certainly been more competitive in this second game, though, the Koreans.
I sense, though, that the Koreans really have to watch out now. 8-7 down, just 1 point. But it's just the way that it develops.
9-7.
Yeah, that's decisive, really very decisive move there by Kim Hai-rin at the net.
8-9.
And these are the kinds of interceptions that the Koreans are looking at, having to find, because they have to be more decisive, they have to score more points. And here, a very nice variation by Chang Yi-na. First step down the centre and then to the backhand side after that on Cha Yifan. And this is textbook, having the shuttle in front of her and connecting in front of her as well. Really nice.
Well, she thought about leaving out, at least her partner thought she should have, and that might be critical. That was going well out, and having played it, and they still should have won the point, probably.
Yeah, that was the sitter.
10-9.
Cha Yifan should have put that one away. That was a great opportunity.
That's the kind of thing that gives huge injections of confidence to the opponent. Bonus point for the Koreans there. So a very tight, tense, cagey second game here. This will be the final point before the interval. Another error by Fan. So 11-10, Chang and Kim lead. A precarious one though, and they remain one game behind.
今天将产生11名幸运观众，其中1名中奖观众将获得维多蔡依专属球拍一只，其他中奖观众将获得的奖品是维多蔡依专属运动帽一只。在本日比赛结束前，至北广场维特尔斯快闪店凭本人手机中奖页面向工作人员领取奖品，赶快行动起来吧！奖品在向你招手。
现在打好了，他们先说他两边，然后再打连贯。
要不你来冲我来去网球场。
11-10. Play.
Good block shot there from Chen. She just managed to get it, and here full stretch by Kim Hai-rin.
Okay. All. Play. Ladies, Korea, come here. No, you are the ones delaying. You must play faster. 11, all.
She found back to her best with that.
I actually think it was a good solution by Chen Yina, really trying to put some pressure on the backhand side of Jia Yifan with a flat lift, well anticipated by Jia Yifan, and managed to play a good smash down the line, but trying to find these gaps in the deep corners. I think was cleverly played by Chen Yina. Got to take these chances now and again. And I think this is the right tactics by the Koreans. If they move Jia Yifan towards the forehand side first and then really fast on the backhand side, then she's in trouble.
I think that was a pretty ropey piece of judgment. That was in by a big margin.
Chen Yina is really holding her serve for quite a long time. Interesting to see if the umpire will react on it.
Well, he's got form, so next time we'll see. We'll change the shuttle. And that's an immediate challenge. I think this is close.
Yeah, it's a close call. It's tough to say.
Did it catch the line? Not quite. Well, sport can be fine margins sometimes, but much finer than that.
14-12. Play.
Clever choice there by Chen, adding on the pressure on Kim Hai-rin. Seems to be the weakest in the defense of the two Koreans, and I think that was a clever choice. Just managed to get it on top of the tape, Chen.
16.
One of those where you've got to be very, very careful.
Yeah, very, very tight shot that Chen Yina is trying to play towards the net.
Service over. 13-16.
Opportunity there for Chen. She couldn't take. Still fighting, the two Koreans, but in a bit of a hole. Game down. 3 points down, going towards the business end of the second game. And they can't afford errors like that either.
17-13.
It doesn't look good for the Koreans at the moment. Good interception by Chen at the net.
18-13. Service over.
Celebrated even before
14-18.
the shuttle landed. See, that's good pressure on JIA at the back there by the two Koreans.
Yeah, that was an excellent rally from their point of view.
It was really strong pressure on JIA. Of course, we don't see it now, but she was really chased on the back line.
When you hear the clattering
Yeah. Yeah, clash
of rackets, it's never a good sound or a good sign.
Nope.
So trying to fight back, the Koreans here. This is a big point coming up. If they were to win this, right back in it. Lose it, 19-15, it's tough from there.
And that's a clever serve. The most experienced player on court, Chang Yi-na, choosing to play the flat flick serve for the first time in the match. And as you said, at a very, very crucial time in the match.
Can she follow it up here?
Cleverly played. Oh, finding a good angle there, JIA. Well covered by Kim Hai-rin. Once again, chasing the opponents on the back line there by the Koreans.
What a rally and what an anticlimax at the end of it. Completely misjudged it. About to leave it, then realised that was wrong and it was just too late. So now the Koreans back within a point, it's wide open, and psychologically after that, you'd think they're going to be right up for this. After what, 50-odd strokes probably, just a misjudgment. It's never over till it's over, and we've had plenty of drama this week already. We're going to have some more right here.
17-18.
Just going to forget about it now.
Chang Yi-na taking her time again, getting ready. See that smash was so flat by Chen. It was so flat, giving a great counter-attacking opportunity, and Chang Yi-na missing that drop shot. Try to look at this.
19.
Cannot believe it, can she?
Well, what a chance. Just going back to the serve again, you know, I'd love to get a comparison between the time delay on that and the one where they were penalised, because I don't reckon there's much in it. But I think the umpire likes to set the tone early, and it'd be a brave man to deduct a point.
Do it now.
At 1918 or something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
1917 it is. The thinnest of breathing spaces for the Chinese.
That's out. That's out. It's going wrong.
Service over.
It's kind of it.
18.
A small desperation, I think, in the Chinese
They're
approach at the moment.
They're almost trying to crawl over the line rather than sprint over it. That's what it feels like.
See how they're chasing JIA Fan on the back now.
Great defence from the Koreans. You can hear the U's and R's. And eventually the pressure tells on the Chinese pair. 19 all.
Good defensive work there by Kim Hai-rin. Saved 3 really very difficult ones. So will the head-to-head between these two pairs be 2-0 for Korea, or will it be 1-1? It's getting close in the second game.
Gia, get ready.
Believe it. Can you believe it? A net caught from the back here from JIA Fan. Of course, it's extremely tight, but still. Can you believe it? Good play by JIA Fan.
Now, can they take advantage of that bit of, I was going to say outrageous good fortune in terms of the timing. It's a match point.
20, match point 19. Chang receives, yes. Chang serves. Chen, yeah.
Just making sure who's serving the who.
Yep.
Chang to Chang. Good pressure that from the Koreans.
Yeah, it's cleverly played by the two Koreans because they've been so defensive the last 3 or 4 rallies, and then suddenly they go into the attack.
Just thinking before that serve, it would have been bold if she thrown in the flicker at 2019.
But why not? And I don't think Chang Yi-na will do it here because Chen is very good around the head in a situation like this. Oh.
Hand of apology, but they'll certainly take it. Hit straight at the opponent.
Yeah, good pressure there by Chen. And then the follow-up here.
20.
Just kept the pressure, waited for the chance.
So a second opportunity then, a second match point. This time it's on the JIA Fan serve. Half a chance, went for the cross-court glory winner, didn't make it.
Yeah, she was totally out of balance. Good play there by Chang Yi-nan, but look at how much out of balance JIA Fan is when she's hitting that one. But it would have been a winner, I think, had it gone over.
Yeah, it was all or nothing. And unfortunately for the Chinese, it was nothing that time.
Quickly, very quickly.
Yeah, good decision to leave it. It was a good call. So they keep creating opportunities. Can they take this one? Oh, I've got completely lost her bearings there.
Yeah, but it was very gutsy for Kim Ha-rin to leave that one. Of course, it looked out, but actually was not that much.
She was completely...
Look at that. It's close.
Yeah. So it was a bold and brave decision, but she completely off balance.
Yeah, JIA fan.
Yeah. Strange, that. Just completely miscalculated the flight of the shuttle. So 22 all now. How often do you see that right between the two of them? Just when the Korean pair's defense was looking pretty rock solid. You know how this goes. When you make so many chances, create so many match points, you don't take them. The first game point the other pair get, if they get one,
they take it.
Yeah. So can they get the job finished here at the fourth time of asking?
Good flick serve.
Said we'd be in for some drama.
That was a good serve by Kim Ha-rin, serving wide. That was a good serve, not serving into the tee, into the centre of the court, serving wide on such a crucial time.
And the way things work, I reckon they're absolutely nailed on to win this game point. Let's see. They've saved 4 match points already.
Another wide one.
There it is. We are going to a decider, and the Chinese really only have themselves to blame for that. 25-23. It's going to come down to a third game.
지금은 변화를 좀 하죠. 변화 좀 훨씬 맞고 그러잖아. 얘들은 10분 맞기도 온단 말이야. 강하게 하면 이렇게 가면 그래서 말이죠. 그러면 찬스가 와. 템포를 안 주기 때문에 쟤들은 막 들어온단 말이야. 거기다 맞춰주면 안 되지. 거기다 변화주면 안 된다. 그냥 단순하게 강하게 하고 그러면 실수 나오고 실수가 많이 나오고 걔들한테 안 맞춰주면 실수가 나온다.
20 seconds, 28 seconds.
How does it feel? The curtain falls. How does it feel?
Final game. Love all. Play. Service over. 1.
Very proactive start here by the Chinese combination, Chen Yifan and Chen.
Yeah, just wonder how they're going to react to having had those match point opportunities, not taken them.
I don't think that will unsettle them a lot with the fighting spirit of especially Chen. And that whole approach by her, I don't think they're getting too much faced by it.
Well, certainly, JIA Fan couldn't have placed that any better.
Service over. 1, 2. Service over. 3, 1.
Just a fraction too long.
2, 3. Three, all.
Can gift wrapped in the end.
4, 3.
Yeah, good play there by Yifan. Look at the body language. Not happy. It was a long rally.
Yeah, and I mean, tiredness might be a factor. We've been going just past the hour now. Only just started this deciding game.
Service over. 4, all.
Hard to say who's kind of in the ascendancy at the moment, really.
Yeah.
Not just because it's 4 all, but it's just no sign that one pair or other are kind of dominating proceedings at all. The lovely soft hands from Chen.
5-4.
I think one of the key things here is Chang Yina, when she is standing at the net and, you know, of course, looking to intercept. A lot of her touches are a little bit too soft and not decisive enough, and I like to see her try to score a few more winners from situations like that. She's playing it a little bit too safe, and I think that could possibly be a problem for the Koreans.
Very firmly hit from the back of the court by Chen. That's a couple of excellent contributions from her. One at the front of the court, one at the back.
Service over. 5-6. Service over. 7-5.
JIA has got good spacious awareness. It's not an easy one to leave, that one.
Service over. 6-7.
And a good attacking lift there from the net from the Koreans into the deep forehand corner of JIA. And that's forcing an error. Again, it's the same recipe, moving the opponent on the back line from the two Koreans.
No problem with that one.
8-6.
Really trying to play a counter-attacking shot,
9-6.
proactive counter-attacking shot. Unfortunately for her, went into the net. I think the idea was good.
Service over.
Cheap point back for the Koreans.
That's well saved. Two chances for interception there for Chang Yina. This is the first one. This is the second one.
10.
She's not really getting there.
Service over.
Yeah, that's good hard work, isn't it? Long rally here once again.
10.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a few more twists and turns in this deciding game. So a handy, if not totally decisive lead. And 11-8, the Chinese pair in front at the break.
Seconds. 20 seconds. Thank you, Coach. 20 seconds. Coach, 20 seconds. Return to your chair, please. Coach, return. Korea. Eleven, 8. Play.
Made it.
So important to get a good start after an interval. Of course, that goes both ways. Oh, I thought that might have gone out.
Certainly would have been close, wouldn't it?
That's a good save there by Chen. Really.
That's when you feel really guilty. And your partner's just made a almost miraculous get, and then you make the error.
9, 12.
Somehow it often happens on the easy ones, and it's the difficult ones that you actually make.
Kim serving. And Chen receiving. Chen receiving.
Very close there by JIA, decided to stay on the Chinese side. So that's 3 mistakes in a row from JIA.
Well.
Very uncharacteristic. Good decision to let that go.
13, 11.
This is one of the few times we've seen Chang Yina being successful from the front of the court, interception,
12,
and then
13.
finishing it off and scoring the point. And this is one I actually looked for a little bit earlier when I said it.
All.
Well, they won't be able to say, even if they do lose this match, Chen and JIA, that they didn't have their opportunities, because they certainly have had. But the Koreans fighting hard again. They've retrieved that deficit they had at the interval.
That's the line, 4 match points.
They've had a little bit of fortune, haven't they, the Chinese pair? Another net cord.
13.
New racket. Safely in hand.
What an opportunity for Chen Yina. It's not finishing it at the net. She had 3 great opportunities.
It was amidst the drama. Chen disappeared and came back, had to get a new racket. They had a great chance to, there you go, and they couldn't finish it off, and in the end, Chinese pair won the point. That is a massive bonus.
수비하고 안으로 붙으라고. 드라이브 수비하고 붙어.
Service over.
Yeah, that was, on the other hand, a lucky return of serve there by Chen Yina. So, return the favour, as you would normally say.
Rather gingerly getting to her feet, Chen Yina.
Play, 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 please. Play, play. No, play. You're not bleeding, play. 16-14.
Good flick serve there by Chen, setting it up nicely for the Chinese. Good serving.
Put absolutely everything she had into that.
17.
And they are trying to sneak towards the winning line here.
14. Service over. 15-18.
It ain't over until it's over, that's for sure. JIA is a good server. Serving wide this time.
Yeah, still a fair bit of pressure out there, especially bearing in mind those missed opportunities in the last game for the Chinese pair. That was barely halfway up the net.
18.
Another huge point coming here. Anticipated and made it.
Yeah, and that's where the flick serve would have come in handy, because Chen, she was so quick on that
16.
one there. Put everything into it, took the chance. I think a flick serve would have been an outright winner.
Yeah, she was committed to going forward, wasn't she?
She was.
2 more points. Such fine margins, that could easily have just toppled over, it didn't. Well, they had 4 match points earlier, although never more than 1 at a time. Now they've got 4.
Match point 16.
Well, it was a real struggle, but 21-16 in that third game, and the number 4 seeds are through, given a real scare, though, by Chen Yina and Kim Hai-rin. Probably just about deserved it, Morton, in the end. It was wasn't totally convincing, though, was it?
It wasn't, but as you say, I think it was deserving. They played the best proactive badminton.
21-16.
One more look at the final point. So just to confirm that scoreline, in a match that took a while, 21-13, 23-25, 21-16 in an hour and 22 minutes on court. So Chen and JIA through to the women's doubles final. You'll see that second semi-final later this evening. Let's give you a reminder of what we've been bringing you today. You saw a 2-love scoreline between Wang and Huang against the talented Thai pair, Purvarankuro and Terutanachai. They weren't at their best today, to be fair. Carolina Marin dropped the first set to an inspired Sayaka Takahashi, but the Spaniard, the Olympic champion, came back to reach the final and the chance to defend her title. After that, a very brief mixed doubles. The top seeds, Zhang and Huang, there's just no stopping them at the moment. Comfortable victory over Seo and Chai. And then more women's singles. We saw Chen Yifei take the opening game easily against Tai Zhu Ying. But then the Chinese Taipei woman fought back to take the next two, 22-20 in the third. And as we've just seen, a bit of an epic women's doubles semi-final, which in the end went the way the crowd wanted it to, with the fourth seeds Chen and JIA of China coming through 21-16 in the third. Just a reminder of what is coming up for you in our second session, which starts in around about an hour and a half local time. What a first match that'll be. Kento Momota against Chen Long. Some really good encounters there. The Ginting versus Antonsen is very hard to call. You'll also see the number 2 seeds, Matsutomo and Takahashi in the women's doubles, and the top seeds, Gideon and Tsukamuljo in the men's doubles. That'll be the final action. All that starts in around about an hour and a half with Jill Clark and Morton Frost. For now, though, from me, Trevor Harris, and our entire outside broadcast team here in Changzhou, it's goodbye.